Florida is no stranger to world-class sport, and as of 2022, the USA's Sunshine State is now on the F1 calendar. Welcome back to the Magic City for the Miami Grand Prix. Well, it's certainly not sunny here in the Sunshine State. A lap of the Miami Grand Prix features 19 corners and 3.36 miles of track around the Hard Rock Stadium. But these conditions should prove especially difficult for all of our drivers today. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And Oscar Piastri completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Antonelli, George Russell, and Tsunoda, Ocon, Fernando Alonso, Norris, and Nico Hülkenberg, Gasly, Hadjar, Alex Albon, and Behrman, Stroll, Lawson, Carlos Sainz, and Gabriel Bortoleto. Colapinto and Charles Leclerc completes today's grid order. And now it's time to head down to the track. And alongside me today, a man small in stature but big on comment, Anthony Davidson. Hello. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
Okay, radio check, radio check.
And radio check.
So the rain's easing off a bit, but the track is still going to be wet for a while. Be careful. It's hard to say if inters or wets are better right now. Sorry? No, don't do that. What good would that do? We can't do anything to the car and we have a race to get on with. Do not try to come in, just form up on the grid, okay? So the rain's easing off a bit, but the track is still going to be wet for a while. Be careful. Inters and wets will probably have very similar pace at the moment. The rain's getting lighter now, but it's going to take a while for the track to dry out. Okay, mate, that was an illegal manoeuvre. You've got to cede that position or we'll receive a penalty. We've got a lot of spare energy. Okay to use your overtake button. Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place. So the rain's easing off a bit, but the track is still going to be wet for a while. Be careful. It's hard to say if inters or wets are better right now. Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push. So your ERS is running a bit low. Look into changing your ERS mode in the MFD for a more conservative burn rate, or you might want to try some lifting or gentle braking to recharge. Inters look like the best tyre for now. Inters seem to be the fastest tyre for now. I definitely think we need to stay on this tyre a bit longer, but there's no question the track's drying. We might be in a position to change soon. Inters look like the best tyre for now. You're in the top 10 now, keep it up. Tyre condition still looking good. Inters seem to be the fastest tyre for now. Inters look like the best tyre for now. Cars are coming in for inters. It's touch and go, but could be worth a risk. We'll be ready for you if you want a box. Inters seem to be the fastest tyre for now. Inters look like the best tyre for now. Green flag. Okay, the safety car is out. Safety car is out. We need to form up at reduced pace. Keep a close eye on that delta time. Make sure to keep it positive. Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace.
Cool.
Inters seem to be the fastest tyre for now. Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap. Okay, mate, that's it. Go, go, go. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. ETA on this rain clearing up is about 10 minutes, so just keep your concentration out there, you're doing well. Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember there's no overtaking until the timing line. Safety car in this lap. Okay, clear. Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. Great manoeuvre, you made it look so easy. And we're still happy that we're on the right tyres at the moment. 10 minutes left of this rain, then we think it's going to dry up. 10 minutes. We're not certain which is the best tyre right now, dries or inters. You need to give that place back, I'm afraid. That was an illegal overtake. Lewis is in the pits now. Lewis is in the pits now. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Okay, Lewis is in for his stop. Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race. It's still not a perfect situation, but I don't think we've got cause to move on to a different tyre yet. Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far. The weather's turning, we think it's time to box now. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 17.7 seconds. Lewis is in the pits now. Copy that. Okay, Lewis is in for his stop. So we're looking at another 5, maybe 10 minutes of this rain. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Weather's changing now. You might want to review our strategy. The car behind you's just come in for the hard tyres. Car behind running hard tyres. Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race. Weather's changing now. You might want to review our strategy. Stroll's just set the fastest lap of the race so far. Just a reminder from me, temperatures are vital for tyre wear, so make sure you keep them in the green zone. Pitting this lap then, come into the pits at the end of this lap. Okay, go, go, go. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on. Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap. Gap to your teammate behind, 21.1 seconds.
Management, incredible. Thanks for everything, guys. The car was good. Was really good.
Charles Leclerc, what a drive, what a victory. He wins.
They had to be decisive with their overtaking today as they worked their way through the field. And those kind of race victories are so enjoyable because it's not just like winning from the front. They really had to work for it today.
There's room for 3 on their podium, but only ever 1 right at the top. Let the celebrations begin. And who gets to take the top step of the podium? Yes, it is I, Leclerc. Charles Leclerc on top. Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.